Hey everyone, welcome to today's word of the day. I have a rather interesting one today. It's one of my favorites. It's Sinecure. Let me repeat, Sinecure. A sinecure is a position or job that requires little or no work but still provides a salary or benefits. Historically, sinecures were often ecclesiastical positions. Now, ecclesiastical, it means priestly, ministerial. It's an excellent word. Maybe I'll do another video on it. So let me repeat. Historically, sinecures were often ecclesiastical positions, but in modern usage, they can refer to any role where the job holder is paid well for doing very little. Or does that remind us of something? So, amazing word sinecure, an amazing word ecclesiastical. Now let's get into the short story to drive this word home. In the heart of the bustling city, there was a sinecure that many envied. It was a quiet little office job that required minimal effort for maximum pay. Nice. Clara, the sinecure holder, Clara, the sinecure holder, spent her days in leisure, enjoying the perks of her sinecure. Her responsibilities were so light that her sinecure felt almost like a vacation. Isn't that nice? Every morning, Clara would sip her coffee and marvel at the ease of her sinecure. Her friends would often joke about her sinecure, asking if they could trade places. Clara knew she was lucky. Her sinecure was a rarity in the cutthroat world of corporate competition. However, as the months passed, the sinecure began to feel like a gilded cage, another good word. The lack of challenges in her sinecure left Clara feeling unfulfilled. She realized that, despite the comforts of her sinecure, she craved a sense of purpose. One day, Clara decided to give up her sinecure in search of something more meaningful. Her departure from the sinecure surprised many, but Clara knew it was the right choice. As she walked away, she felt a weight lift off her shoulders. In the end, Clara found joy in a role that, while demanding, gave her a sense of accomplishment. She learned that the true fulfillment often lies beyond the comfort of a sinecure, in the challenges that pushes us to grow. And so, the tale of Clara's sinecure became a reminder that sometimes the greatest rewards come from stepping out of our own comfort zones. Man, uh, the word is great, but even the story is something. I don't know if you agree with her. I probably would have kept the job and maybe started a side hustle alongside it, but that's not the point of this video. I really like this word. Today for the first time, I'm going to add another word to this video just because it's so closely tied up, and it would be a disservice to you all listeners if I don't do this. So it's ecclesiastical. Now it's tied up with sinecure, and we'll get into that why. But ecclesiastical refers to anything related to the Christian church or its clergy. Think of it as an encompassing church matters, religious ceremonies, or the duties of ministers. It's got that formal, almost historical flavor to it, but it's usually equated to something which has royalty. Royalty as in little work and more payout. And it's almost like a synonym to the word sinecure. So we'll get into a short story. We already did the short story on sinecure. Now this one will really help us distinguish these two and maybe even use it in a day-to-day words. So here the story goes like this. In a secluded valley stood an ancient ecclesiastical village known as Sanctum. This village, with its cobblestone street and Gothic arches, was built around an imposing ecclesiastical cathedral. The cathedral, renowned for its ecclesiastical beauty, housed relics of saints and was adorned with stained glass windows depicting ecclesiastical scenes from biblical tales. Father Benedict, the village's beloved ecclesiastical figure, dedicated his life to preserving the ecclesiastical traditions. His days were filled with ecclesiastical duties, leading prayers, conducting services and maintaining the sacred texts. The village looked upon him for guidance, as his wisdom and knowledge of ecclesiastical history were unmatched. One fateful day, a young scholar named Thomas arrived in Sanctum. Seeking enlightenment on ecclesiastical matters, he was fascinated by the village's deep-rooted ecclesiastical culture and spent hours in the cathedral library, poring over ancient ecclesiastical manuscripts. His presence breathed new life into the village, and soon he began assisting Father Benedict with his ecclesiastical responsibilities. As Thomas delved deeper into the village's ecclesiastical heritage, he uncovered long-forgotten ritual and prayers, restoring them to their rightful place in the village's daily life. The villagers, inspired by Thomas's dedication, embraced these revived ecclesiastical practice with renewed fervor. Another great word, fervor. Sanctum, with its rich ecclesiastical history, continued to thrive, a beacon of spiritual devotion and ecclesiastical tradition. Father Benedict and Thomas, bound by their shared love for ecclesiastical knowledge, ensured that the village's ecclesiastical legacy would endure for generations to come. Wow. I mean, if there's a word which is just meant to impress, it's ecclesiastical. Now, I don't know if I'm smart enough to be using it in my daily conversation, but if you do, please let me know. And if I got something wrong, because I'm not from the Christian or Catholic background, so please write that in the comments. It wasn't my intention. And if you have something to expand to today's word, you're welcome to do that as well. Please do so in the comments. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.